The power is in with reversing those energies. Nothing can stop you but you. If I was to have an affirmation for the next 30 days, it would be nothing can stop me but me. Nothing can stop me but me. Be open. Be receptive. Thank you. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups reversed. So we're just going to keep saying the same thing over and over again. The Queen of Cups. What I love about this deck is the grace of this Queen of Cups. The grace of this woman who is in the middle of what looks like a storm. What looks like a crisis. But she's poised. She is delicately dipping her chalice, her cup, into the water and gathering what she needs. In Tarot, cups signifies emotions. This fell out upside down. You're spilling your emotions again, casting your pearls before swine. You're spilling your emotions all over the place, calling friends and family and talking to them and telling the same story over and over and over again about how you lost your power, how you were done wrong, how you don't know which way to go. What would happen if for the next 30 days you kept your mouth shut? What would happen? I'm watching my cat because he's got his nose in a candle. He's a kitten. So maybe he wants to explore what being burned feels like. It's so funny, right? This is what we're talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about. It's hot, but he just keeps getting closer and closer to it. Closer and closer. Stop it. My cat loves my tarot cards. He's laying on my tarot cards right now. So, I'm not telling you anything new that you don't already know on some soul level, that the power is within you. You don't need to be stuck at the crossroads. You don't need to start this new year in a space of confusion. You're going to burn yourself, little cat. You don't need to do that. This can be the year that you turn things around. And we're going to work month by month on getting our act together and facing what needs to be faced and becoming that upright queen, the upright queen in our lives and the kings of all we survey. Isn't it interesting that we've got the king and the queen, huh? We started with the King of Pentacles. What a beautiful card. And we're ending with the Queen of Cups. I'm not crazy about having this Queen of Cups reversed as being the last card in the deck. Howsoever, that's where we're at. So, I wish I could show you this deck. You are just determined to get yourself in trouble, little cat. But basically, we've got that King of Pentacles next to Uranus, which is the crisis, next to the crossroads, next to our power. Okay, let me show it to you like this. Let me show it to you like this. So they're sitting on top of each other. So we've got the King of Pentacles sitting on top of my girl Lilith, who I adore. So the King of Pentacles is sitting on top of that power. The Crisis is sitting on top of sexuality. And the person at the crossroads is sitting on top of the Queen of Cups reversed. That's how we're falling. That is how the cards have shaken out. What is the instruction? I think I'm going to go to Doreen Virtue's Mermaid deck for an instruction. Even though we know that the power is within us, sometimes we need a little bit of an instruction. Okay. Well, that couldn't be more clear. Time to move on. My goodness. So, it's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Duh. We know that because we got our emotions spilling all over the place. Time to move on. I think that's what I'm going to call this reading. Time to move on. Out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old ways of seeing yourself. And so we're going to start that, right? We have our questions. You can rewind the video and see what our questions were that are going to guide us, right? Time to move on from this crisis. Okay? Time to move on from that. Time to move on from staying stuck at jobs we don't want, with people we don't want, in homes we don't want, around relatives that we don't want. So here's the beautiful thing about being an adult. I always say that when I was a child, I might have been put into situations that I didn't feel like being in, right? The beauty of being an adult is you don't have to be nowhere you don't want to be. You don't have to be nowhere you don't want to be, okay? Move on. Move on. Outcome card. Outcome card. January 20th. I just keep saying that. January 21st to February 21st. Outcome card. We are doing our hard work. We are letting go of things that are not good for us, things that we're tired of. Outcome card. Well, I got two cards, and then this is a wrap because there's not much more to say here. Worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So there you go. That's the message. Move on, move on, move on, move on, move on. This is very, very exciting to me, at least. I feel like this is a nice, clear message of what we're doing for the next 30 days. We are asking ourselves the important questions. We're stepping back and we're looking at the crisis in our life. We are at this beautiful place. You know, the crossroads can be a beautiful place. The crossroads can be a source of great power. And this is the crone, right? This is the maturation of the witch energy. This is a woman who's been through all the things that she needs to go through. So the other thing about, as I said, the tarot, the tarot tells a story in the colors, in the images, and all of those things. So I always look for similarities when I'm doing the readings, right? So here we have the snake, again, the reptilian energy with Lilith. And then here it is again on Hecate's cane, right? So again, the message of rebirth, the message of rebirth. Other similarities we have here. So I also look at the colors. So this reading has a lot of goldish energy. So when I see gold energy, that makes me think fire. That makes me think of movement, action, the sun burning away things that no longer work in our lives, right? And then we have water upon water upon water, all right? This woman is literally walking on water. You have the power to walk on water, okay? You have the power to walk on water. She's also walking on water. She's gliding on the water. She is riding the wave of the water. So water, again, in Tarot is emotions. So you want to be in charge of your emotions. Okay? You want to be in charge of your emotions. You don't want your emotions to run you. Okay? And if you have people around you that encourage you to be other than yourself and be out of your emotions and out of your mind, this is the time for rebirth.